Hello, everyone. Gary Ryan here, and I'm not exactly here for a Fed League Flash. First of all, I have to apologize. The last day and a half or so, I have not been able to keep up on things because I've been going through quite a trial in my own life, and I want to share things in general terms with you on this. I'll preface it by using an example of someone else that you may be familiar with, that even though the exact circumstances are different, the result, um, to a certain point, is the same. So, for those of you who watch Travis Ridgen's Slinging the Biscuit podcast, which I highly recommend, definitely. If you haven't subscribed to that either via YouTube or Apple Podcasts or whatever your favorite mode of uh, getting podcasts is, get it. I'd say go YouTube because he adds some visuals and stuff, and it's a lot of fun, especially when he and Dave Wheeler get together and do stuff. But anyway, this is going back a few episodes, of course, but in Travis's life, he went through a situation where he was on the roster last year for the Motor City Rockers. Um, was hoping to get a lot of playing time in. Of course, was battling a major hip problem that needed to get fixed, and he went as far as he could, trying to battle through it, but he wasn't getting playing time, and he finally got to the point when he's practicing that it's like, I can't do this. I need to get this fixed. So he contacted, he got together with Motor City, said, this is where we're at. I need this surgery. I can't go any farther. And initially, Motor City said, "Oh yeah, sure, go. Take care of what you need to get taken care of." And then they kind of threw in a caveat. Yeah, we're going to put you on LTIR, but we're not going to continue to pay you. So, in essence, even though his rights were held by the Rockers, he was kind of fired. Not exactly. But anyway. So, saying that to parallel things in my life, I have been a CDL driver, delivery driver for 20 years now. Slanging the product. I'm not slanging the biscuit. I'm slanging the product and delivering products in the food service industry. Um, Most recently, I've been making deliveries, responsible for physically moving and delivering anywhere from 5 to 7 tons of product per day, and via truck, driving the truck. So anyway, so about 3.5 weeks ago, my back said, I've had enough of this. And my L1 vertebrae cracked. Um, and then from the strain, my vertebrae, instead of being, in the spinal alignment, kind of went, eh. So, yeah, that was the diagnosis, and I was kind of shocked. But at the same time, it was like, all right, well, to talk to the doctor, what we need to do. We need to insert a couple of screws, into the vertebrae to stabilize your spine. And in the meantime, no heavy lifting, blah, 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 blah. All right, fine, let's get it done. Um, Not that I want surgery, but yeah, it's what needs to be done. However, I recognize that I couldn't continue to be slinging that much weight and putting that much strain on my body. I may not look it, but I'm 55. Um, I have more years behind me than ahead of me. And, as you get older, the body just says, I can't do this anymore. So I went to my employer and said, I can't do this job the way it's been done. I could, I've got experience in other areas this company works with. Can we work something out? Weren't willing to do it. And so then basically they said, well, we're going to, have you use up your vacation time and then we'll try and figure something out. Um, Unfortunately, they're figuring something out was to say, well, you can't do the job you're paid for, so we're going to have to terminate you. Now, if you go and get the surgery done, then you can come back and reapply, and we'll reinstate everything and blah blah blah. And I said, how am I going to get the surgery now? Now I don't have insurance, so I'm kind of in the same boat as Travis. Unfortunately, Travis had free health care for him to get the surgery in Canada done. I'm in the States. Um, so no free surgery for me. So, um, anyway, all that to say this, I am kind of reaching out to you as a community because you guys have been very supportive and very encouraging, and I deeply appreciate it. Um, but right now, I need to find some employment. So, I've had a couple of small ideas, and I've put some feelers out with those things that aren't going to require uh, lifting and stuff that I can't do with a broken back. Um, but anyway, if you know of any um, job openings that may be a possibility, let me know. Leave a comment down below. I would deeply appreciate it. Um, I'd kind of like to get off the road, but if there's a CDL position available, driving a truck or whatever, in which I don't have to physically touch freight, there we go. Um, Life as a trucker is not easy, but nonetheless, so yeah, I can relate very heavily now with Travis and with other players that I know. And I know this has been on all all levels professionally in hockey, where um, you get put on LTIR and you basically lose your roster spot because somebody else comes in while you're out, fills your spot, does an admirable job, and hey, good for them. But you're now going, and where do I fit in? There's no longer a place for me on the roster. That's kind of like what I'm facing, only, my roster is not a hockey team. My roster is taking care of and providing for my family. So, if you have any knowledge of job postings, availabilities in your area, something that is close to um, northeastern Pennsylvania, maybe northeastern New Jersey or northwestern New Jersey, southern tier in New York. Let me know. I would appreciate any feedback you guys can give me on that. I'm applying for unemployment for tomorrow until something else breaks through. But just looking ahead. So anyway, obviously this has kind of consumed all my time the past couple of days. So that's why I really haven't been putting much out there as far as what's going on. I know there's been a couple of transactions. Actually, the last couple of days have been a little slower, but yeah, I haven't been able to stay on top of it. So um, in the meantime, I've got some appointments I've got scheduled for tomorrow with unemployment and whatnot. And then hopefully I'll do my best to try and get a Spotify podcast together, just to touch base, get everything up to date. Um, might be back on here. And again, any suggestions, any help that you can offer, that would be great. I would be deeply indebted to you. My wife and my kids would be deeply indebted to you. Um, so that's where we're at. So Yeah, I'm on LTIR with a broken back. Um, so thankfully, I'm able to move around and whatnot. I got a big brace on. I can't do any twisting or any lifting, but I can move around, and the pain is minimal. It's. I tell you what, the first couple of days, I thought I took a cross check to the back. It felt that bad. It was tough. But being on relative rest the last couple of weeks, at least now, I feel like I can function without pain. So that's a good thing. All right. So that I'm gonna cut this off here. And I don't want to draw this out. But again, thank you for your support. Any feedback you can provide, leave a comment down below. Um, Deeply, deeply appreciate it. All right, so hopefully we'll get back to some hockey tomorrow. All right, I'm Gary Ryan for the Fed League Flash. Thanking you so much for watching and supporting me. Remember, I'm on Facebook and on Spotify Thursdays, and looking forward to getting into the regular season and getting back into a daily routine. All right, take care, guys. We'll talk to you later.